planners and bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Well, hello planner babes, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and select the bell for notifications. Well, first I want to thank all my Patreon members who help make it possible to create videos like this. Well, thank you guys so much. And if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. Okay, you guys, this is the real deal. No makeup, no good lighting. I'm in the carport of our new house, and this is part 2 of my brand new craft room. I'm so excited, you guys. I could say that 1,000 times. So I have done quite a bit so far, and everything to just kind of outline and set up the main needs so that storage is efficient. I have done that, and so why don't you just join me as we get started. Okay, you guys, I am starting with these 2 folding tables that I got from Walmart about 3 years ago when we first got to Phoenix, when we knew that our living situation would be temporary for probably a few years. And I just used them for my crafting and my filming, and they were like $19.99, I believe. They're actually more than that now. But they were like maybe $29.90. I don't think they were quite that much either. Maybe $25 at the most each. And but they're like $32 now. So anyway, everything goes up. But they were perfect for temporary, and I thought, you know, I can continue to use these. I'm going to be using different equipment to do my overhead filming here very soon. So these will be fine. I'm not going to leave them that color. Of course, you could never notice that they were that color even before in my craft room previously, because other things were on top of them, and that's going to be the same way, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. So I'll show you that in a moment. But first, before I do that, I wanted to show you that I got another really big, wide set of utility shelving, the plastic strong utility shelving that's supposed to be for like your garage and stuff. Well, I had 3 or 4 different sets of that already at home in smaller size, but I got the massive, biggest size you can get. It was $19 and something at Walmart. Just got it the other day, and that's what I'm putting together right now, which is super easy. You just have like 3 or 4 layers. I think it's 4 shelves, and then you have the plastic tubes that you just fit inside the circular openings, and it's so easy. You don't have to put all the pressure that you see me doing repeatedly in this video, because once you put stuff on top of it, then it seals in that pressure really well. And then taking them down is super easy also, because I took down the smaller ones that I already had at home to bring here. And so, yeah, they don't take all that effort. So you just put the tubes inside the holes and then put the shelves on top of those and fit them through the holes. And that's all there is to it. But they are very strong, you guys. I had tons of stuff on these shelves. If you've seen my previous craft room tours, I've had heavy stuff, lots of stuff, printers plus a bunch of other stuff, all stuffed in there, and they hold the weight really well because they're designed to hold a lot of weight. You know, they're supposed to be typically for utility rooms. Oh, there's a siren going. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'm sorry about that. But for like heavy laundry detergent and oil for your car and all those things that have a lot of volume and a lot of weight. But yeah, I'm putting so much effort into putting these together. But I wanted to get a nice, really wide one, because I figured my little cubbies that I'm going to stick inside there, that I could get 2 on each shelf, and I was exactly right. And I actually had extra space, but you guys will see that here momentarily. All right, so these are all of them. So the one on the far right is the brand new one, and then the other 3 are the ones that I already had, and they look good, and it's a really inexpensive option for having shelving and storage in your craft room, because I started to spend money on, you know, the wooden cubies cubbies that most people have in their videos, but I was like, I don't have to be like everybody, and I am on a budget, and I'm going to stick with what I got. So that's what I did. This is also a budget. This was something that was already in our pantry in the apartment, and that was because where we lived, look at me, I'm trying my best to put this back together and I'm struggling. There was very little cabinet space, and so what I did is I bought two of these, and you'll see them as I get them put together. I bought two of these and I put them over the washer. Gosh, it is so loud right now. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm hearing a train now. I'm going to have to pay attention to that. Where we live now, there are, because it's a retirement community, there are sirens sometimes, and then there's a train not far. So I'm going to have to time the train at least, or go on the other side of the house so I can not deal with that while I'm trying to record. So anyway, these shelves I put, how there's like those wire racks, wire shelves in closets and laundry rooms? Well, I put two of these above the washer, one above the washer and one above the dryer, and then sitting on top of where the legs were going through the openings of those wire shelves, and that allowed me to have two sets of additional pantry space in the apartment. So again, one over the washer and one over the dryer, and the wire shelves held them securely, and we had tons of pantry stuff on there. So I was like, well, we have a walk-in closet, we have a walk-in, gosh, that's not correct either. We have a built-in pantry in our new house, and so I don't need these at all. And so now I thought I can use these in my craft room, so I am, and I was able to get that to fit together because it's not expensive. I was trying to not say cheap, but it works and it holds weight really well because we had flour, big things of flour and sugar and, gosh, I can't even think, popcorn, heavy stuff, canned goods all over on top of all of that stuff, and it held up very, very well. Beans, all that good stuff. So now I'm just opening up these little collapsible storage containers that I got from Dollar Tree, which I mentioned in the previous video. They're only $1. They also have green, and they are really hot pink or fuchsia. And I was like, man, this is pretty loud. I don't know if I want to do this, but then I thought, no, it's fine because I'm going to have different shades of green and different shades of pink. There will be plenty light pink and blush, shades like that will offset this really hot pink. Plus, there's tons of white everywhere. So it'll be fine. And look, you guys, these fit perfectly inside here. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got that big, big, big shelving unit. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put what I think. Now this is a mirror image, so this shelf is actually on the opposite side, but I'm going to go ahead and put the paper trays where I think I'm going to want them. And so these again came from Dollar Tree, and they were hard to get apart when I was trying to put them on these shelves, so you'll see me struggle here for a little bit. But what I was thinking at first was that I would put my printer on the top shelf and then my silhouette on the second shelf and my laminator on the third shelf, that kind of thing. But I don't think I want to sit the printer on there because I think it's a little too wide, and I don't want to risk it getting wobbly, and I don't want to pull it out that much from the wall for where I have it. And plus, when my family, everybody uses the same printer, we hardly ever print at all. But still, if someone needs to print while I'm trying to work, I'd rather them not have to come right by my desk to get what they need. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the printer on one of the plastic white shelves like I had in the apartment. So that will work. And so, yeah, so I decided to kind of lay them there the way I thought that I might use them, but once I bring everything over, then I'll make the adjustments. So these I got for paper. Well, gosh, the other trays were for paper too, but the other trays, the green trays, were more for printer paper, lamination sheets, grid paper, what else? Sticker paper, label paper, things like that. And then these, the pink ones, are for the different types of paper that I do art, like mixed media paper, watercolor paper, sketch paper, any different kind of paper like that. And then any maybe individual sheets that are big that I had done a project but aren't 12 by 12 anymore. And then the green bins are for what do you call it? Scraps, paper scraps. And I actually had more bins than I had shelves, but what I think I'm going to wind up doing is I'm not going to need all the shelves on the other side. I think I'll need one less, and I'll probably move one over to the one that had the hot pink trays. And then I wanted to show you guys this super cute pillow I got from Goodwill. Isn't it so cute? And then this one that I thought I would sit on, but the cushion that's in the chair is really good. I thought I might do like you see me doing right now, but it's actually not comfortable at all. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that bottom hot pink pillow. And then I also got this for my feet to sit on. So I've been using a box, but this is so cute and it's all coordinated. Oh my goodness. So that worked out just fine. I'm actually going to not keep that chair there. You'll see that here in a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to change my tables from dark brown to white. So I bought this contact paper that's like a white wood grain, and I got it from Amazon, and it's not bad. I mean, it's a thicker paper than normal contact paper, but it's not really designed, I don't think, to go around a table that's rounded on the edges. All of the pictures that I saw for the reviews, and it had really good reviews, all of those pictures were for flat things or square or rectangular things, not things that had to go around a curve. And so I don't know, I think it's fine. It didn't bubble up very much at all. That worked really well. It's just, I'm not sure if I would have wanted to use it for this, but again, I don't know, it's fine. How do I explain this? It's not as wood grain as I thought, but it does still look good. And then you'll see me here in a little bit. Oh, and it wasn't very much. So, I mean, like the quantity, I should have paid attention to that. I really wasn't sure. Even I think it said it was like 118 inches, and I wasn't even thinking and doing the math to determine how many feet or how many yards that was. I just wasn't thinking about it. And so I only had enough to cover one table. I think I didn't have enough to cover. I had enough to cover like 1 1/4 table. So, and it was like, oh gosh, I have to look up the price, but I think it was like $9.99, $9 and something. And so the only thing about that, oh, and what I'm doing right here is I'm just taking my time and smoothing it out, and it smooths out pretty well. And then around the edges, I didn't do that properly. I will probably go back and do it correctly. What I should have done on the corners is cut into the rounded parts to have little slits, and then wrapped it around that way, because then it would have been a lot flatter. It wouldn't had like the kind of pleats that you see there. So anyway, what was I saying about that? Okay, so then I didn't have enough, but I happened to have picked up some Duck brand contact paper that was white, and it was way more contact paper for $5.88 or $5.98. Anyway, it was less than $6. And it went around the edges better, a lot better. Again, I didn't around the edges, around the corners. But again, I didn't do that quite right. So, but regardless, it was way more contact paper for half the price, just about. But they both look good. I mean, they both look like I have 2 white tables. And anyway, they're not going to look white all the time. Like, you're not going to be like, they look good right there. But there's going to be stuff on top of them, which you'll see as I finish developing this craft room. So it's not all important, but I do need to fix those corners because, I just need to do a better job. All right, so that's how everything looks so far. Okay, so now I decided, which you can see over there on the left, to put rugs underneath these shelves because the legs are really narrow and they just look like they were pressing down into the carpet. And once I put stuff on there, because once you put a bunch of paper, it'll be heavy. Once I put different, equipment and stuff on there, it'll be heavy and it'll press down. And I just didn't want to wind up with holes in the carpet. So I thought I'd put another layer sort of protection by putting some rugs. So I already had the pink rug on the left, and on the right, those two little really cute green rugs came from Dollar Tree for $1. So I'm just going to put this on top of it and reposition everything, and I am liking how it's coming together. Yeah, and that's what I did so far for part 2, you guys. So this is how it looks right now. I'm super stoked. Where I'm standing is where the sitting area is going to be. So, all right, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you will join me for part 3. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share and comment. It helps my channel a lot. Check me out on Instagram at Organized Planner Chic. Also, I have 2 Facebook groups. The local one is called Phoenix Planner Friends for Christ. We normally meet in person once a month, but because of COVID-19, we're just doing everything on Facebook. And then the other group for anyone around the world is called Organized Planner Chic Crew. And there we do giveaways, and we try to stay in touch just about every day with posts and lives and videos and all that. And if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/organizedplannerchic. And until next time, happy planning!